In Rockdale County, there are 138 total firefighters, of which 133 are male and only 5 female. One of the newest members to the firefighting team is L'Oreal Price. We caught up with her during graduation ceremonies.
Today is a major milestone and accomplishment for me because I embarked on a journey that I didn't realize would take me to higher heights, not just for myself, but a platform for other young women and women out there in the fire service. And also being the third cousin of Marian Anderson, I am making history, so it's very humbling. Being a firefighter to me it's the epitome of selflessness, courage, discipline, and integrity. And that builds character, and also it's humbling being around the other fellow firefighters that are here who've put in history and years, sharing their knowledge in the service, and also the most important thing, saving each other's lives and the lives of others.
For what seems to be an all-male profession, there are certain aspects and advantages that a female can bring.
I think a cool thing is, especially Sharon also doing the fire safety stuff, is you go out and you have a connection with children anyways, but when a little girl sees you and sees that it's a fire lady or a fire girl, and to kind of know that you maybe have inspired another little girl to maybe dream bigger than she ever thought, that's a really cool feeling, and that gives me a lot of satisfaction to know that, maybe you've kind of sparked something inside of someone that wasn't there before.
I started off going to UGA and was planning on going to nursing school, and then I thought that I started volunteering with Oconee County and did their first responder program, and thinking that would help me get into nursing school. And then after I started doing my third rides on national, I decided that, and being around the fire department, I decided that it was actually a really cool thing and I wanted to try it out. So I got my firefighter 1 and 2 and volunteered there for like a year or two, and then got my job here.
Being male or female, we all come together as one.
We all have each other's back, especially this kind of job. You go in and, it could very, very well be your last call of the day, so you have to have each other's back. I have to have the guys' back like they have my back. So there's a whole different level of respect and love for our crews that some people don't understand. I would think maybe the only negative is a lot of this job is very physical, and we can do the physical things, but it's, we also have to be smart, and where the guys can sometimes bullhead through things, we have to use our head and be able to say, okay, well, I can do it this way, and, work smart and just come to situations a little differently sometimes than the guys do. So.
Yeah, I agree. I had to learn to do a lot of different things differently, just to, with my strengths and weaknesses, learn how to do it differently than how the guys would do it a lot of times.
My part, different from them, they're a 24, 48-hour shift, which means they come here in the morning and stay at night. I was never willing to do that. I've got 3 small ones at home, and I just couldn't give that up. So I had, my life career was where I could do, the 8 to 5 and go home and coach Little League softball and, be for all of my kids' games and teach Sunday school and stuff like that. Though since I have gone on as an arson investigator, so every, second week I'm on call, really puts in perspective of what they have to go through. 3 o'clock in the morning, I got to wake up and leave my kids, and that bothers me, then now I can imagine, much less being gone a whole shift. So I feel for them, having to go through that, but it's, some people don't understand, and not saying that dads don't experience that as well, but me as a mother, and maybe it's just cause
being a mom.
Yeah, it is. It's hard to leave, those little ones.
Yeah.
And fortunately for me, I don't have to miss birthdays, and I'm there, Christmas morning and stuff, and I feel for them having to give that up, but that shows you the dedication and commitment that you have when you go into the fire service.
And on the other side of that, where she works 8 to 5 Monday through Friday, I have the flexibility to be off 2 days. I have 3 small children in school. So on, if I work a Sunday and a Wednesday, on those Monday and Tuesdays, I can be room mom during the day. I can drive my kids to school. That's the big thing when I'm off of work on the days that I'm available. I wake up and I will drive my kids to school. I'll try to go have lunch with them during the week. And so it's a kind of a pass off. that was one of the big things when I first started. I only had 2 small children. I since now have been pregnant through the department. The department has seen me through a pregnancy and a newborn, and we're making it work, but it's definitely an adjustment. And I don't think the one big question a lot of people, when they come to do station visits, they don't understand why we have beds at the station and why we have kitchens. And so I think for people to understand that, yeah, you come here and that's your home for 24 hours.
We're not that traditional, oh, we're going to sit back with our feet propped up all day. We're going all day long.
Oh, yeah.
And we train every day as much as we can.
In 2014, firefighter Elizabeth White received Rookie of the Year. Recently, we caught up with Elizabeth at the firehouse to ask her about her experience as a firefighter.
I got into firefighting, it's a long story, but long story short, a good friend of mine, his father was a DeKalb County fireman, and he was involved in all the training. And all the stories and stuff he said was cool, so I was like, you know what, I think I want to be a firefighter. That sounds cool. Being that savior to the public, knowing that they can count on you when they're having the worst day of their life, the way they treat each other as family, and how involved they are, how they do everything to help each other out. EMS, fire, running trees down on the roadway, whatever the call might be. You know, it's different every shift. There's a lot more to being a firefighter than just, going into burning buildings, because we do a lot more than that. I don't associate myself as being a woman in the fire service. I see myself as, I'm a firefighter for Rockdale County Fire Rescue, and I'm gonna get the job done.